What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is me, Kristian Harloff, on the big thing here with Roxy and Brett.
Oh, we're sharing a camera.
Yeah, and these old headphones suck.
Yeah, they suck.
They're bad.
They're like,
yeah, the new ones are in New York.
oh, you have the newer ones. Are those bad?
This thing is really uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like the ones that we've been using.
Yeah,
But
that was
audio's good though.
Audio's good.
Yeah,
That's all that
it's fine.
counts, right?
That's all fine.
All right, so I ask you, Roxy and Schreier, why are you mad at me? You know why I thought you were mad at me? Because of our text exchange last week
Yeah,
in New York, when I was in New York.
a little spicy.
Oh, I'm right about that, but it's okay.
I asked Brett
But
to make
Brett
sure.
also thought that he was right about that me promising to do the thing with you guys, and you guys were wrong on that when we played it.
wow.
But the reason I know you're wrong is because I'm hanging on everything. Like, I would have known because it's all in my calendar.
Yeah, but my counter to that. So for people who don't know, we were supposed to
But
do.
that was a week ago.
That was a week ago.
And I
so-
texted you.
I know, but I didn't know. So I don't. Basically, what happened for those who don't know, we were supposed to. We didn't do. Roxy went to Boston. How was Boston, by the way?
It was good, thanks.
Okay, so Roxy went to Boston.
It's
and
fine.
That's a normal question to ask somebody.
That's a
when you
normal
see them.
question, right?
Yeah.
In
So
the way that when I saw you today, and I said,
I said, "What's
"How
wrong?"
was-"
I said,
no.
"See, look-"
Before you said what's wrong, I walked in. You said, "Hey, we hugged," and I said, "How was New York?" And you said, "What's wrong?"
You looked at because you didn't look. Normally, when I see you, you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" You look. Your energy was down, and I thought maybe something was going on. So I asked. Is that wrong to ask?
I don't even know what to say. I literally said, "Hey, how was New York?" And you said, "What's wrong?"
You said, "Hey, asshole, how was New York?"
Yeah.
It was the asshole.
It was the thing that gave it
for
away.
Sure.
But I said,
okay, so keep going though.
So anyway, so for people who don't know, Roxy went to Boston. We went to New York, and I knew that I was gone for 8 days, and I wouldn't be back until that. I think we got back that Wednesday night, so we clearly couldn't shoot. So
Well, we had talked. This is Kristian though.
Yeah.
The week before, I texted you when we were here 2 weeks before. I said, "Are we doing a show next week?" You said, "I'm going to let you know if we're going to do one while I'm in New York." And I said, "Okay." I texted you that day, and I said, "Hey, are we doing a show today?" And you said, "Landed."
I don't know.
That's not yes or no. It just was landed. Then I didn't hear from you.
Probably just
And
landed.
then the next, maybe just landed.
Yeah.
But it was about hours later. So I didn't know
Okay.
if that meant yes or no. So I was waiting to hear, didn't hear. And
Okay.
the next thing is the next week. And I said, on Tuesday, like usual, tomorrow at 1. And you said, no.
I'm still in New York.
But you never,
I could have sworn, and I said to Brett because I thought it was crazy.
you are the absolute worst at this. That is true. I
don't
in
know
no
if
way
that's
did I
true.
walk in today mad at you or thinking about that. But if we're going to talk about this,
Until now.
Oh, wow.
you are you are really bad at this.
Look at this, all these worms.
I'm really bad at what? Scheduling?
Yes.
I think I'm pretty good.
That can't be true.
Wait, who's making that sound?
Yes, and I'm very bad. I'm very bad at knowing when I'm making sounds. We all have to admit when we're doing.
I don't
something.
have. Listen. I'm a one-man band. Can only do so much.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're not.
Right.
It's just hard when you're my boss and I don't know when I have work or not.
Well, that's fair, and I understood the frustration. That's why I said let's agree to
But
disagree.
that was a week ago.
Right. So I didn't know if you were still mad
And then
about
today
it.
I walked in and said, "Hey, how was your trip?" And you said, "You're mad at me."
You didn't say it like that though. If you would have said it like that,
I
then
wish there was a camera. I walked in.
There's
we
no
hugged.
world you said it
Dude,
like
I walk
that.
in. First of all, I'm standing at your gate, which you know I don't love.
Right.
I don't love when the gate's
It
locked.
closes
and
sometimes.
I know, but okay, so you're standing there.
Yeah.
So that's my energy. I'm waiting.
You pissed.
No,
Oh.
I'm waiting.
Just annoyed.
It's better than when it's raining and I'm waiting.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just waiting outside. So it had been like this. Usually you come within a minute. This one was like 3 minutes.
That was 3 minutes.
And I was
Okay.
standing there. And
Roxy
then you
hates
come.
when you take too long to come.
She liked that one.
Yeah, because you know what? Usually I'm picking up on my innuendos. I didn't pick up on that one until you said it.
Yeah.
I'm standing there waiting. You come and get the door.
Yes.
We hug. You agree?
Yes,
we hug.
I agreed. I mean, yeah, that's
And-
factual. That
And
happened.
then I said, "How
Fuck
was
off.
your trip?"
Yeah. And
And
I
you
said,
said-
"What's wrong?"
What's wrong?
Yeah, because I thought you, because anyway. So, but nothing's wrong.
Maybe he took it as, how was your trip?
Because I was coming.
And then I said, what? And you said,
but you didn't.
You're definitely mad at me. And I said, I think you're projecting.
And I said, I'm not mad at you.
And that's the exact. And then we walked, and you said, okay. And then we walked into the studio.
And that was it. I said,
that was a whole interaction.
It wasn't the best.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Wait, but what did you try different?
The gray sweatpants.
Oh!
I said I have gray sweatpants.
I noticed you were wearing gray sweatpants.
You did. That's why I said it, because I put them on for my wife the other day.
What do you want me to say about that, Kristian? You're in gray sweatpants. You want me to just state it?
Yeah.
I hate. Oh my god, I hate this. Greg and I got in a thing about it this week on Real Rejects. I walked in and I was wearing lipstick, and Greg Alba said, "You're wearing lipstick." I hate when people just point out
notice
something.
it.
Just say, if you're noticing it, just keep it in your head. If you're not noticing it and you want to compliment somebody,
Right.
But I can't just say you're wearing gray sweatpants.
That was my point, because the point was that gray sweatpants makes everyone look better. Yeah, right. So I said, But
what'd your wife think?
Well, she said, those are nice sweatpants.
Yeah,
when I put them on. So that's true. I guess that's the truth.
Well, she was saying.
I was already wearing them.
Roxy was saying that women like to see a little outline of the head.
No,
that's not
you
what she
said that.
she
All
said
I said was.
That's what you said.
All I said was.
And I was like, no,
said
they
it
don't.
accentuates.
I mean, my wife doesn't want to.
Yeah, I was wearing these anyway.
Doesn't want to what?
She does. Oh, she's not like, she doesn't want to look at it.
It has nothing to do with the junk. It's got to do with the fact that
She
what
just
you're
want
saying.
to see the outline of my cock when I'm walking around the house.
Why
Maybe
not?
it's a kid's thing.
It's a kid's. Yeah, shouldn't want any more of them.
I'm mad at both of you now. I want out.
Why?
You should move.
I think. Well, you got your wish.
No, that's not my wish. You know that.
Too late. So why you want us both to leave? You tired of us?
No.
Oh, did you miss us when we were gone? Not really.
A, yes.
Okay.
B, I miss the show. I don't catch up with you. And now it's like, you're going to cut this. I'm very worried about your move.
No, I'm not going to cut this. Why would I cut this?
Because I think because last time I said I was worried, and then the fans took it as an in to be like, us too. And like, I'm sorry, but it's not the same to me as it is to them. Like, and I appreciate the support at home, but like, this is my life.
Yeah, you're still convinced I'm going to cut you. Well, I have an idea. I had an idea. You want to hear my idea?
That we're going to do live streams. Somebody already told me this.
But the idea
somebody came in my messages
and
I was
told
like,
them
he hasn't said this. I only ever learned
From
your
the fans.
ideas from the fans.
Well, because you weren't here last week. You decided you didn't want to do a show. So we
Yeah, decided against it.
Wait, you're fucking with me. You didn't do the show last week, right?
No,
Just a quick one.
No, just a
That
quick
would
one.
have been.
We were supposed to.
We were actually he and I were gonna record something with our with the show we did for Wednesday.
But I landed and I said, forget my phone number.
No, which I don't blame you. We should talk about this.
It was really hard.
It was tough.
It was
it was
I'm
8
sure.
days living in a house that had no furniture.
You
in
guys
it.
were on air mattresses, right?
Air mattress the whole entire
did it
time.
deflate?
Brett had the big one. I had the small one.
I saw this thing
As he should.
recently that was like a meme of air mattresses. When you want to sleep on the floor, but you want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, we were sitting
Air
on
mattresses
8 days.
don't work.
Oh.
No, I'll tell you what the area is really nice, super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff was great. We got into the city. We saw Furiosa. That was great. Had some of the best pizza maybe ever.
Oh yeah,
ever. And the work itself was good, but it was a lot. It was 8 days of boom, 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 boom.
Okay,
boom.
I mean this in the most respectful way ever.
Yeah.
But like, hear me out before you just answer it immediately. Did you help? Like,
That's fair.
Like
With what?
with like the building and the
No.
wiring and the
I mean,
making?
well,
like, did
I-
you just watch, Brett?
Not watch.
I don't know how to phrase that better.
It's fair, and it's a very fair question. Basically, what I did was, so I didn't feel like I was like, "Good job, man." I would say, what do you need me to do?"
So like,
which-
he was point person and like having you get food,
and
do
whatever it
run
was,
this thing?
whatever.
like I'd
coffee.
say, Kristian, can you hand me that pliers? And he handed me an adjustable wrench.
Yeah, you're right. Like
Well,
that
that's
kind of
like
stuff. Yeah.
I only know. Not that we're the same, Kristian, but like when Brett came to do my disco ball,
Yeah.
and I was like, he's like wiring things through the thing, and I
Feel
was
helpless.
I'm like, what song would you like to listen to? While
Right.
you
Yeah. Same. And it was the same thing where it's just like, what do you need me to do?
Yeah.
And it's like, but yeah, making sure that he's fired up on coffees and
How many times
food.
you call your brother?
Not too
for
many.
this one, I don't think. Oh, there was one thing with the house.
Yeah, there was one thing with the house.
Yeah,
Which
we
was-
never got to.
which we never even got to. But So there was a lot, and God bless him. You know, he was doing everything that he could. I mean, the studio, we got it. The goal was to get it to like 60, 70%. I think we got it to like 45, 50.
Yeah. The problem was there was the conceptualization of the background has taken a 180, and we're going to switch it up a little bit. And,
but did you film something from there that looked purple?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So filmed,
that's that.
Yeah, we filmed. Well, we filmed a few things.
Either the lighting here is completely different.
No. It was there. He hung like these white bricks and you know how the audience gets. If it's not exactly how it's supposed to be at 100%, they tell you look like you're in a prison, and it's like we're just.
Thank you very much.
It was literally just so we could record a show for them, and then he adjusted the lights to it. We don't have anything to hang yet. We did a show with Sarah. Sarah came in and we did a show, and it was. I'm
trying desperately to know what you're talking about.
Matt Sarah.
Oh, Matt Sarah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, Silverman?
No, Matt Sarah.
You did just say Sarah, right?
Sarah. Mm-hmm. Matt Sarah. Yeah. And so, he came in and we did a show there, but Brett was
I saw that, actually.
So he was just adjusting.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. So he was adjusting the shots, and we were, that's where the lighting came from. But we're changing the lighting. We're putting, like, things in the background, memorabilia. That was always planned, though. Yeah, he's going back in.
But you got everything done that you felt like you needed to get done this trip, or no?
And now yes, and I have a clear conceptualization. Is that even a word? I have a clear plan now because again, I had seen the space from a vertical video. Right. From the landlord, I guess you would call, or
one of the office managers.
Yeah, and I was like I'm like, okay,
it's so hard unless you're in the space.
And once I got there, I was like, oh, good, this is good. But now I'm going to switch up this. I'm going to switch up this.
But speaking of the office manager, what we did find, we found someone that will pop into the show. Lou,
his name's Lou.
He's like the super. He's like
60.
He's like in his 60s. He's got like full on like chain smoker, but like full on like jumper and the best.
Yeah.
And
Lou the super.
Anything we wanted.
He was the best. And I said to him at the end, and I said to Brett, LTS. Yeah. And I said to Brett at one point, I go, I've got to get him on the show. And then I walk up to him, and this is my favorite reaction I've ever asked anyone to go. I go,
"Do you have video?"
No. I thought you were... I said, and I look up. I go, Lou, I got to put you on the show. And he goes, "Oh, okay." It was the best reaction ever. He goes, oh, "Okay,
yeah."
And
you're gonna find your whole new cast of characters.
You're gonna be part of it. So let me tell you now. You want to hear my plan?
Kind of. Right. But I kind of don't.
Why?
Because
you don't want to know it.
It's like I do want to know, but also. I don't know. Like, things are subject to change until you get there. I just need to know. I guess. Okay, rip the Band-Aid.
There's no Band-Aid. I think it's going to be fun. I think there's two ways I can do it. Because I'm pretty convinced now, I don't know when yet, but I'm going to move the UFO show to Tuesday onto the UFO channel, the Tuesday show. I'm going to UAP Tuesdays.
And not upload it here.
I'll put it on the Tuesday will be a brand new show. Okay. Here. It'll be another episode of Big Thing. So Big Thing will be 5 days a week. That UAP show will now be a Down to Earth show.
And you want Steph, Mike, Brett, me, and you to do a live show on Tuesdays.
I don't know if it's Tuesday. I don't know if it's Wednesday. I don't know if it's Thursday.
But you want once a week.
One of those days where we do a live, almost like SEN Collider Live type show where we do once a week, and that's the thing. And it's me and you hosting it, and we have our cast of characters around.
Are you going to do that?
That's my goal. I'm not saying definitively yes, but it is an idea that I really like.
Okay.
Do you not like that idea?
No, I like it. I just don't want to think about it until you tell me it's happening.
Okay.
Because, calling a spade for a second. Yes. So I used to do SEN 4 days a week.
Yes.
And then we pulled it, and then I was supposed to be doing 2 days, but I'm here 1 day a week, and now I'm here 2 times a month. And I want to do more with the channel.
I know.
And you're a one-man band, but I can't hold on to something that doesn't exist, and you
totally
might not do it, and you might get there, and you might find Lou, and you might find Carol, and you might find Susan, and you might find Jeremy, and then you might say, that's who I want in the room with me, which makes perfect sense, which is also why I didn't come in mad at you, and I wouldn't have been, because you are about to go through a huge life change.
But I'm not changing the things. I told you, I am going to do like Lou. 2 in-studio shows, I think, from New York. I have the one live show that I do with Roca. I'll probably do the second live show, which is the one I'm talking about with you. I'll do 2 in-studio shows. You remember Samantha, who used to call in to Collider Live? Remember my friend from back?
Oh,
back
yeah,
home?
yeah,
Samantha's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
come in and do stuff
That's
too.
great. She lives back home still?
She lives right near.
That's
around
great.
There. So
that's great.
So
yeah, I remember. I liked her.
You liked her a lot.
Yeah.
So Samantha, I think.
Wow,
maybe,
it takes me a second to access information.
Yeah, me
these
too.
days.
Me
Like,
too.
You said it, and there was nothing.
Yeah, you had to go through
and
it.
then I was,
You had to go through it. The computer had to like pull up the file.
It's like when you said Sarah, and I was like, Sarah Stren was.
Yeah,
in
but that's
New
more.
York
That's
at the same time?
both of those are
Sarah
understandable.
Silverman.
Both of those are understandable because Sarah could sound like.
No,
yeah.
I'm not messing with you. Since the what is that sound? I now am like, I took a IQ test after that.
Did you really?
A 2-hour one.
How'd you
Because
do?
I'm a genius.
Oh, you're a genius?
Yeah.
Are you a full genius?
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Is that true?
I'm gifted.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful.
I don't want to brag, but I'm gifted.
Right, just not with that area.
Because I was like, is something wrong with me? Like,
Right.
I'm not processing things normal anymore. And like that clip and that episode got sent to me by people who've never watched a single thing I've ever done, you
Great,
know? And
yeah.
they were like, are you good? And then like people keep saying things. That's why when you were like, are you okay? And I was like, what?
Yeah,
What is
right.
on me that says?
So it was a you thing.
Maybe.
Oh.
But I'm not.
Come on.
No, not to you.
Yeah.
But I don't feel not. But people keep being like, "You good? You good?"
It's annoying.
And I'm like,
Right, I understand.
head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I think she's good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you're good with the show. You're gonna be on the show.
If you do the show, I will be there with bells
Yes.
and whistles.
And especially he was more into it when we worked out. I showed him this virtual camera thing to where he can switch between cameras like where we are, so we're not just like a 6-up kind of a
I
thing
get what you're
where he can
saying.
go around.
I
like
can
that.
adjust each shot, single shots, the way that I would if you guys are in studio using that other program. I can keep you all off the live chat is what I'm really, because I do not like that. It drives me crazy when we're on StreamYard and everybody's looking at the chat when we're trying to talk. I hate it. So
you hate when the hosts are in the live chat.
yes, when you're on the because it
I came onto your and Roka's show in the live chat. You guys didn't care.
I don't think I saw it.
I know.
That's because I don't look at
I was talking to people.
it. But that's okay.
You know what
I don't mind.
hate? You know what I hate?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it.
I don't think we're going to get to anything except this on
sorry,
TV.
sorry.
No, I don't apologize. I think it's fair.
When people, Kristian, but all people, I'm talking about one thing, and then my friends come in and just start talking about something completely different in the chat.
He needs some milk. He needs some milk.
Do you still have
Patty Boy? We just talked about that for like, Brett and I talked. I do have it. Hold on. Let me say, wait. Let me say.
The top. Apologies. Apologies.
I got
Different page.
Yeah, it's a different page. I forget. This is the old.
Oh, yeah.
This is
You
the
just
old one.
keep pressing things,
Yeah, because
eventually they come off.
this is the old one. So I'm trying to think of where. I don't remember how to do it now. Do you remember, Brett?
I turned to pay. I
You don't remember how to do the page, right?
And what was it that it's a boy and I think it's a girl, or it's a girl?
No,
and I
you
think
thought.
it's a
No,
boy?
I don't want to say anything.
Okay,
because
so let me just
is this
listen
it?
fresh.
I think I got it. Hold on. Here it is. Ready?
Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Call an ambulance.
Okay, so do you remember what your argument was? Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear it again?
I know what I think.
Yeah.
I know what I
Patty boy,
thought.
it's
I
me.
thought it was. I thought it was the dad, and
You thought it was the dad who was saying it.
he's saying, "Daddy, like me, I'm having trouble. Call an ambulance."
Which makes no sense.
But I know you guys told me she is saying it about the husband.
Right. To which you now you believe that now.
It does sound a little more femme than I remember it
Okay.
sounding.
Well, we actually had like a remix of the song. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Patty boy, it's me. Patty boy, it's me. Patty boy, it's me. Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Call an ambulance.
Call an ambulance.
Patty boy, Patty boy, Patty boy.
Come on, it's not bad. Not a bad song. Anyway,
That's a good one.
I like that song.
Bangers.
It's a good song, right? Patty Boy's man. I want people jamming into that.
Patty
car.
Boy, I took the time to call you to tell you your father is having trouble, and you should call the ambulance. I could have called the ambulance in the time it took me to call you, Patty Boy.
Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Call an ambulance.
Call an
I think she
you're
was
playing-
calling the ambulance to the people in the
Oh,
back.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
she was telling Patty Boy to call. I think she was just telling
She
them,
was like, Annie.
But
Oh my
you're-
God, do it one more time.
You're not wrong, though, that they should have called the ambulance first.
Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Call an ambulance.
Yeah, she's asking other people.
She's
to call
asking
an
them, but she should have
ambulance.
called the ambulance before she called
And
Patty
she
Boy.
obviously never took CPR because you're supposed to point at someone and say, "You call an
That's right.
ambulance."
Ambulance.
I don't know. Like, I do hear you guys, and it's clear you're right because everybody in the world. But like, do you guys understand? Like Patty Boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble.
No.
Call an ambulance.
No.
Ambulance.
There's no world where I can think
you
that
get
that's not Daddy. That is Patty Boy is learning from this woman that Daddy's having trouble.
From what? Wait.
The woman on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
She's calling to tell Patty
Well,
Boy.
that's mommy, right?
Or grandmommy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Daddy. Would she call him Daddy?
Sure. This is like the old. You want to hear some of these old sounds that we used to
really
have?
do.
These are like the old ones. We found all these ones from the back in the day.
I've liked every single sound except for one.
I know the big balls. Yeah.
He can't do that on this machine.
I can't do it on this one, so you're all right. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he's a Brett is back. Oh God, into the future as a matter of fact. He's a Brett, now you better hightail. This man's rating movies on the negative scale.
Oh yeah, rating
that?
movies
I do
on a
remember
negative
that.
scale.
Let's see. This
I like that.
Oh, I love this one.
Yeah.
Love this one.
Yeah, because I have to go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
Rockin' body, pretty face.
Pretty face.
Attitude bigger than the sand and grace. It's troubling when she's rumbling, so give a wide berth. Can't help but love her, she's the salt of the earth.
Let's see. I remember this one. It's the Bob Dylan song.
Yeah.
Yeah. New moon.
Yeah.
69, dude.
No.
I remember that one.
Don't.
Dumbledore. Remember that one. What's this one?
You told me your title.
Show me your title.
Yeah.
That's old school schmoes.
What happened to something about a booty?
I don't know about that one.
No,
Top Gun guy?
Come on.
Oh, the booty was that was Collider Live.
Oh, you didn't pull Brett to the Future.
That was schmoes. So that was a continuation.
That wasn't on Collider?
No. Back to the Future? Oh, no, schmoes.
No, no show.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Oh, you
Get
know,
out of here, man. Shit.
you know what you need on there?
What?
Come on, ladies. Come on.
Oh yeah, have you
ladies.
heard this?
Oh,
Oh my God, Brett and I listened. This was our theme song. This was our.
What is
This
it?
was our. I'm gonna
Oh,
play it
it's-
for you. This was our theme song for the entire weekend in New York.
What started as me hearing him playing it
yeah.
over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I'm like, I've got to find out what
What
this is.
All right, let me play it. This is the.
Come on, ladies, one pound fish. Come on, ladies, one pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Very, very good, 1 pound fish. Very, very cheap, 1 pound fish. 6 pound, 5 pound, 1 pound each.
what was the last part? 6 what?
6 pound, 5 pound, 1 pound each or something.
Yeah, it was.
Pound, 5 pound, 1 pound.
I don't know what he's saying, but it's the
But
best.
I mean, like,
but
I'm buying that fish.
how about what I found though? There's a account that posts that song and that clip every day.
The same exact.
Same clip, and it does gangbusters numbers. It's hilarious. 1 pound fish. So, okay, look, here's what we're gonna do.
We haven't even talked about Wolverine
Well, I think
yet.
I'm going to do a different intro. I think the entire show is going to be us, Roxy asking more questions about whether it's New York, other things in general, things that we plan on doing. I'm just going to title it New York. How come? It's fine, and we'll talk about TV and other things. But before I do, I'm going to talk to you guys about both BetterHelp and Rocket Money. Here you go. Episode is sponsored by BetterHelp, and BetterHelp, as you know. We've had people on the show and talked about Roxy. Roxy talks about it all the time. We've helped many times over, and it's helpful to people in my household and other things. It's been a very, very big benefit overall. We all carry around different stress, whether it's big and small. You can keep your emotions bottled up, but the problem is, and I can tell you personally, it can affect you negatively. Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and figure out how to work through whatever is weighing you down. If you are thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's online. and it's designed to be convenient, it's flexible, and it's suited to your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BigThing today, and you'll get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BigThing. Now, I have I've raved about Rocket Money forever, and you got to stop wasting money on things that you don't like and things you don't use. Cancel those unwanted subscriptions, and you go to rocketmoney.com/thing. I have been using Rocket Money for, I can't even tell you, way before they were even a sponsor. And it's great because it'll give me updates. It'll tell me when I have big bills that are coming up that I need to pay, and just if there's certain things like these are subscriptions that you've signed up for that you don't need, you don't use them. Do you want us to cancel them? And they'll cancel you for you. They give you a good breakdown. I'm not the most organized person in the world, but I'll tell you, through Rocket Money, I have been, and I love it, and that's why they've been with us for so long. So once again, go to rocketmoney.com. rocketmoney.com/thing and sign up today, guys. It is amazing and you'll love it, I promise you. All right, thank you to our friends over at Rocket Money, and of course this episode is sponsored from BetterHelp. Roxy,
I'm coming from BetterHelp right now.
were you? Okay.
Yeah.
How did that work out today?
I thought great till you told me I was mad at you.
Well, we worked it out though, but look at that, we talked it through.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I just love her.
Good.
I just love her. Like, she's just so helpful.
Over a year now, right?
We have been talking a lot about grounding techniques, which I think that everybody needs these days, which are like it's better to feel relief from stress for 10 minutes a day than no minutes a day. It's better to feel it for an hour a day than no minutes a day. You know, like, of course, all of us have a lot of stress going on, but these grounding techniques that kind of bring you back. And she's been giving me a lot of worksheets and homework, and I love homework, and it's just been like, I just love her.
That's great. So once again, as I said, as I brought it up, Roxy raves about it, and we hope that if you guys need to talk to someone and you're able to, check out BetterHelp and, of course, Rocket Money. Links are in the description. Always helps out the show. I was watching Dark Matter, and that show is just next level. Like, it's so good.
Man, don't tell me. All right, I'll watch it for next week.
You should watch it for next week. But
do we have a show next week? I'm gonna ask you every week now, so
you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we'll have shows here
until
I
gotta get my tickets.
To what? The show?
Yeah, it's sold out.
It sold out last week.
Gun show.
Sold out 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you get tickets quick.
Why did you do the belly?
You didn't say quick. You sent the email, and I was like,
Ellis got it.
I need Ellis to get me in.
You're gonna have to ask him. He probably will.
I have to see it.
Ellis,
do you want to know what fucked me?
Yeah.
You fucked me.
Easily.
Yeah, clip out.
The way you said that in general is like, do you know what fucked me? You fucked me. I was like, and that between that
in everything in life.
Here's what happened. This is actually was really nice of you, but I got a call from somebody who I brought up on the show today, previous friend of the show many moons ago, Sarah Stratton. Oh. Sarah Stratton called me and said, I just got this amazing email from Kristian who wants to know if I would go watch his final show, and I really want to go.
Yeah. And
I said, oh, that's awesome. And she said, okay, I have to figure out with work if I can, but if I can go, do you want to go together? And I said, yeah, let me know. And I was going to just buy 2 tickets, but I was waiting on her. I should have just bought 1 ticket and then had her buy a ticket.
You're going to have to pull strings with Ellis on this one.
Let's see what he says. Let's see if he responds by the end of the show.
He probably will. But I'm sure you're not the only person that's texting him because it sold out like 5 days ago.
Oh, yeah. It's
the answer to the question is why. Like, I wanted to get main room. I wanted to get OR.
Yeah.
But it's a Friday night. Hard to do right now. I mean, we could have done the main room or something maybe on like a Sunday, but yeah, the belly room is so great. It's a great show. It just
it's
the
just
seating
not very big.
It just goes quick. So,
because he can help me more than you can help me.
On this particular show, yes, because a lot of different reasons. One, he's organizing it because I didn't want to organize the last show, and he's organizing.
Who want tickets?
I mean, I guess everybody.
Can they give me one?
Everybody's
listen.
talking
Do your
about
research.
I just texted him.
Okay, so there you go. So then now we don't need the phone anymore.
This is what happens when I don't know anybody anymore. I don't talk to any but of the people anymore.
Oh, nobody? No.
I'm trying to think. From Schmodown, who do I talk to anymore?
I don't know. You know what's funny is I was talking to people. I had
They
conversations.
said anything about me?
No, not about you. But I had conversations. I won't say with who, but I had a conversation with somebody recently who I always looked at like an LA dog. Like this person would not leave LA. And they were like, I might be following you soon. So I'm thinking I'm
Who was it?
I can't say. But someone who
Can you not say because it's me, or can you not say because
No.
Oh,
Was it you?
no.
You leaving?
No, you're not leaving.
No, because it was. You can't tell me, or you can't tell.
I can't tell you. I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to blow
yeah.
the person's spot. But I feel like this person will be in the East Coast within little
on
over
the
a
East
year.
Coast?
Yeah. Yeah, a little over a year. And
Sam and Rachel?
shush. And there's a bunch
I
of
was right.
I didn't say you were right.
That would be such a bummer.
But there are a bunch of people who are trying to get out
I
of
would
LA
get why
now.
they would do that, though.
You're making up your own stories right now.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Definitively, I am wrong.
Yep.
I'm absolutely wrong.
Yeah, about what? I don't know. Anyway, so we've got so much more to talk about.
Oh,
And we've got Brett.
man, do we ever?
You want to talk about that burrata slice?
Oh, jeez.
Really?
Oh my God.
Kristian self-proclaimed not a specialty sliced guy.
It's true.
This thing haunted him the whole trip.
The whole time.
In a
Good way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I realized that
When I didn't have it, it haunted me.
Kristian eats faster than me, and that's a feat because I am known as being a fast
Wait,
eater.
this is really bad, guys. You can't do that.
But
You can't eat fast. I've been talking to experts.
Oh, it's not good.
it's not good.
No, you're like swallowing air. Is number one, you're not supposed to eat fast. So you got to put down the food in between every bite. Slice of pizza, put it down.
Sure.
Slice of pizza,
Sure.
put it down.
You're talking to people who can hear you right now.
Yeah.
When you have a burrata slice in your hand, I can't hear you.
But number two, you can't speak, like have long conversations while you're eating.
Okay.
You're swallowing air.
No one's listening to this.
So
They are. They care.
yeah, they do.
No,
And
I'm
we're
just-
fucking eating plastic.
Oh,
How does this come out of a burrata slice conversation?
Because he said you're eating so
well,
fast.
that was leading me to. We sat down and we ate some subs. He brought me a sub, and I was like, "Man, I beat you on that sub. What's up?" He goes, "Well, in your defense, I had a burrata slice on the way to get the subs." He stopped and got a piece of pizza before picking up our subs.
That's fucked.
Why? I was taking a walk
Because
and it
then
was there.
get him the slice.
Nah, it would have been cold. He said it himself. He's like,
Yeah, you
it
can't
would-
have
it would
that
been-
one
It would have been cold. We
You
went.
don't have an oven?
Oh, it was at the office.
Oh.
So I took this long walk from the office, went to get, because we had just the night before, we had tried a few different pizza places. And there was one that was really, like the night we got there, really, really good. And then we stopped at this place and I had a slice and I usually get the cheese slices. And I don't know how it came about, but like, let's try this burrata slice. And they dripped like the balsamic over it. We looked at each other, we were like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was
It
something
was
else.
it was so good. I think it was
I
really,
have a
really
pizza
good.
question for you guys. It's
Sure.
not relevant to this, but I am curious, and it's something that I should ask, not on air, but I'm gonna ask it now anyway. You guys watch Dave Portnoy's One Slice, You Know the Deal?
Yeah. One bite.
One Bite, You Know the Deal. Okay, thank you. This is my question. I've watched every single one of those.
I know. Can I, before you ask the
Yeah.
question, why does he say one bite if he takes 5 bites? That's what Brett asked me.
But I never have stopped to ask.
I don't think anybody has an answer.
He says
to that.
one bite, you know the deal.
It's one bite, everybody knows the rules.
Everyone
That's
knows the
what he
rules. Yeah,
said.
everyone knows the rules. One bite,
And he
everyone
takes
knows the
5
rules.
bites.
He takes 5 bites and then gives 7.8. And I'm like, so is it that you're deciding on the first bite and then you're continuing?
But he does. That's the way I would answer it. But I don't. But I know that's not true because he'll take a bite
And then
he'll take it from the side and he'll say,
Yeah.
"Wait, hold on, before
And
I
he'll be
score
like,
this again, I'll take another
undercarriage,
bite."
yeah.
Yes, I don't know the rules.
I think that's
Because
how it's-
everybody knows the rules. And,
I don't think
and
anybody
you
knows the
watch,
rules.
I watch, you watch. We all know the rules.
I
don't think we
think
know that.
he started out with that as a rule and decided it was bullshit, and then now just repeats it as a
Right.
joke.
And I don't
I
think
don't know.
anybody cares
I
about
care.
the rules.
Oh, I don't care about the rules.
what I mean.
I cannot lie to you guys, and I understand that they have been an unbelievably controversial company. Those videos have me by the throat.
The one pizza videos, they're the best.
I cannot.
They're the best.
Every time I watch it, I'm like, I don't eat
Did
pizza.
you ever see?
I don't
I know.
eat pizza.
Did you
I
ever
can't
see?
eat cheese.
I showed him the best one ever, Was it Frankie?
With somebody walking by?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like 5
oh,
people
bunch
walking
of
by.
people.
Like he starts off in this homeless
I
lady.
fought
he's,
a
like,
war
yelling-
for you.
Yeah,
Like,
this
and
And then
homeless
he
lady's
says,
yelling-
"What's going on today?"
Yes,
Yes.
that one. And then the guy walks by and he's got like blood in his face.
Yes,
and then
yes,
and then
yes,
then
yes.
the 2 people come out
Yes,
yelling. at
obviously
him.
I've seen that one because I've seen everyone.
It's really good. Yeah. So he actually 2 of the places that we went to while we were there, he went to.
went to? That's
And
what
he
I was
scored.
figuring.
He scored one fairly high. One, the one that he scored lower was where we got the burrata slice.
Yeah.
But he was having a bad day. His traffic
Because
was
he didn't
bad.
have the burrata slice.
He did not have the burrata slice, but he also there was like I think he said that it had been sitting out for a little bit, whatever. Too.
Yeah.
We got like super fresh. It was good. But anyway,
Maybe they
all right.
took
Look,
his notes.
Roxy's going to ask us some more questions about New York or in general. Any questions that she's got that she had in that interview last time, if she can remember any of them, I don't know. But before we move on, let me tell you about both the Perfect Gene and AG1. Take a look. Take a look. Sure. Perfect Gene. Have you guys? I've been talking about the Perfect Gene recently. If you've been on watching this, you know that I've been talking about them. I was wearing them the whole time in New York. God, I really, they're so comfortable. They're really, really comfortable. So if you didn't know, the good news about it, and I'd like to be classy here, Perfect Gene has uncrushed over 350,000 men's nuts, and yours are next. It's not just another pair of your stiff cardboard jeans, and they're definitely not your pancake butt sweatpants or joggers. They make you look great. You got perfect fitting jeans that are stretchy as a kangaroo's pouch, and they hug your ass. That's in the right place. You like that? I do too. The special denim fabric is very soft, and doesn't matter if you're thick, you're short, anything in between. The Perfect Gene has you covered. It's got 6 fits from skinny to thick, waist sizes from 26 to 50, and lengths from 26 to 38. They got the perfect size just for you. So trust us when we say these truly are the effing perfect jeans. Once you try them, you're never going to go back. So if you go to theperfectgene.nyc and you use that code BigThing15, you get 15% off. That's right. You can just Google the Perfect Gene and use that code BigThing15. I love these things, guys. I've been since I got involved with them, they signed on for longer because I've been wearing them. I talk about how much I love them, and I hope that you guys do too. As I saw a bunch of people that were signing up to it, and they said they were pretty comfortable. So check them out and let me know what you think. Our buddies over at AG1. AG1, for the longest time, I keep talking about AG1, and why wouldn't I? AG1 is the best because, as you guys know, and I've talked about it many times already, I didn't really pay attention back in the day of what I was putting in my body and all these vitamins, and I'm taking a lot of vitamins. I didn't know if I could do it. Yeah, I read labels and I verify that everything's up to the quality I need, sure. But that's why I started drinking AG1 every day. It's a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrition and gut health support, and is backed by multiple research studies so you can trust what you're putting in your body. So you guys know I'm busy. I'm doing this stuff all the time, and I'm on the move. I drink AG1 in the morning before I do breakfast, before I'm in the studio, before I make the coffee. It makes me feel like I can get it all done. And I'm just covering all my nutritional bases too, which is great. It has helped my energy out. I have been you guys see, and I've gotten a lot of comments talking about how you can tell that AG1 has been helping me. 91% of participants noticed that they needed less coffee after 60 days of drinking AG1. I have definitely cut down my coffee intake because of AG1. It's got immune and digestive support that are essential to my daily health, and it turns out that the two are totally connected. There was a research study that showed that AG1 doubled the amount of healthy bacteria in the gut, which can help support digestion and immune health. In a recent research study, AG1 was also shown to double the amount of healthy bacteria in your gut. So if there's one product that I trust to support my whole body health, it's AG1. And that's why I partnered with them for so long. You guys know, you keep hearing about them, and that's why. It's easy and it's satisfying to start the journey with AG1. You got to try AG1. You get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/bigthing. drinkag1.com/bigthing. Thanks to Perfect Gene and AG1, two of my favorites here. Thanks again for everybody who's supported and who's gone there and bought something. Thank you. Please go and check it out in the description. It helps tremendously. All right, Roxy. So you got any other things that you're curious about, things that you've asked leading up to this thing?
Well, first things first.
Go ahead.
What are the dates?
When we're leaving?
Yeah.
Mid-June.
Okay, so then how quickly are you going to start up?
Working?
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole goal. What Brett did was that I just needed something to be able to know when I got back.
So immediately.
I could shoot right away. And I'm going to have to tell the audience a million times over, I know the walls are white. I know it's not, the lighting is good. We're going to just do lighting with some stuff. My wife's going to help me get some stuff in the background. And we're going to slowly build stuff out. And then a couple of weeks later, he comes back out to finish it out. Because we're going to do a whole tour of it. Because Sarah is going to start doing his YouTube channel. And he's going to start filming stuff from in there too.
He already has a channel? Or
He's got a channel right now, but there's nothing. It's just an intro video from him. He's going back on Joe Rogan in June. He's going to promote it. So he's going to.
And you're helping produce it?
I'm helping produce his show, yeah. So.
That's great.
Yeah, so it'll be. So he's doing. He's going to be doing like VR videos. He's going to do like out of the theater reactions. He's going to do long form podcasts, and he's going to have guests and stuff on that. And he'll shoot from.
And he's going to come on your show.
He's going to be on Big Thing. Well, definitely in June, like maybe a few times to help promote it, and then basically whenever I need him, whenever I want. I went to his school when I was there.
Because you're going to start training. You're going to start training.
Yeah, it's part of the deal is that he's going to because he won't. You remember when I had him on the show, he's like, I give you one excuse.
Yeah.
He's like, when I came there, he asked me to start rolling around on the mat that night, and I'm like, we were exhausted, and he's like, you get one no. He's the next time you're getting on the mat, you're training. So like, he really wants me to start like moving.
So he's training you, and you're giving him podcast space.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the overall, it's like, and I think part of it is because we're going to get material out of it too. Is that we'll kind of talk about the progression of training.
Your plan is from there for the next chapter of this channel and in general for all things Kristian Harloff. You're going to have a studio. You're going to be doing the stuff over there.
Yes,
and you're going to have that channel. You're going to be doing Big Thing 5 days a week. Holy shit, that fly is just huge.
Yeah, it's a big fly.
It was chubby bastard.
Ain't no New York fly.
Not as big as this New York fly we saw. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
I hit it with a newspaper, Roxy, and it said, "What you got? What else you got?" Nothing.
Disgusting.
Laughed at me.
So the 2 channels that you're already doing, those are going to be in full thrive there, except for this one's going to be a little different because you think you're going to be doing 5 days a week for the Big Thing. Yeah,
the goal is to do, right now technically we do 5 big things now, but one of them is UAP Tuesday.
Yeah.
But what the goal will be is essentially 6 podcasts a week, with one of them being, probably call it Down to Earth instead of UAP Tuesdays. Probably just be the Down to Earth show.
Such a good name.
And then that will be on the Down to Earth channel.
And then Matt Serra is going to be doing his stuff from there.
Matt Serra will be doing, yeah.
What else? Is that everything you're focusing on?
I think that's
chapter.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of the movies and stuff. The UAP channel is moving at a speed I didn't expect it to. We're already
How's it doing right now?
We're almost at 25,000 subscribers,
great.
and there's
you
a
didn't suspect that?
Not that fast. And then I'm gonna get to a place where I might do 2 videos a day there. But the beauty is that I can start my day there. Like if I start at 9 o'clock, like I do here,
it's
right?
6 a.m.
It's 6 a.m. here. So I really don't have to get my first show up until like noon.
Mm-hmm.
So I have time to then put other UAP videos up. I have time to do stuff in general, and then I can end my day there a little early if I wanted to, even though it's early. Like, well, if I end at 6 there, it's like ending at 3 here. But I don't really record a lot of shows. This would be like my latest show that I would be running.
But then it would be 4 p.m. to 5.
It would be 4 to 5:30, and then I would go home, and I would edit, and then I could edit it at home.
And you're going to stay in the office all day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, and then get a burrata slice.
Mm-hmm. No weekends.
Probably not.
So a lot of family time in this next chapter?
Yeah, I mean that's the overall goal, but like the other thing is to make sure that it's a risk in that you got to make sure the sponsors, you got to keep the sponsors going, you got to keep the.
Has that been something?
The sponsors have been good right now. It's just that's why I always hammer down to the audience that it's like and I've talked to you about this off air. I will not sign up for anything that I don't think the audience is going to be interested in, because like the audience needs to get it in order for us to keep doing what we're doing.
What's your biggest hesitation about going?
I don't really have one, to be honest.
There's nothing
Like
that
that-
you're like, okay, I'm going.
Well-
I know I'm going, but this thing is like.
Well, I mean, it'll suck to have to be leaving you guys, for sure. Yeah, I mean, well, not my friends more so than the people.
That's what I mean by the people. Who
But
else
the
do I
people,
mean?
the people's everybody.
Oh no, not those people.
Right.
LA
but
people,
my
Wavy.
but my friends for sure. It's like I was like, as much as he was getting tired of being in New York, it was still one of these things where I'm like, this will be like 8 days with my close buddy that I'll remember just setting this place up and doing that. And it was like when you're in it, you're like, oh my god, I want this to be over. Because you're like, I'm sleeping on a freaking air mattress. It was cool. What was great was that it was like we were back in college at one point.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the living room, and I don't know. It was like my wife had this office chair that was delivered, and this like patio chair, and we're in the middle of the living room watching the. Well, first we watched Mad Max Fury Road, and then we tried to watch the original Mad Max, and it just didn't play the way we hoped it would.
It was like on an old Vizio hung above a fireplace.
Yeah.
32-inch across the room. Like,
yeah.
Squinting to see it, but yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, but
this is like a public service announcement if you ever go to a screening in New York, and this is a message for everyone: you can't bring a pocket knife in.
He brought a pocket knife with him,
and they confiscated it.
Confiscated.
No, I saw a metal detector, and I was like, "Oh shit! I got I've been opening boxes all day," and I went like, "I go, excuse me, sir, I have a pocket knife with me. Can you hold?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was totally cool. He held on to it. Didn't seem like it was a first time thing." For
it seems like it happens sometimes, but so yeah, we went to because I needed to test that out to go to the screening. It was a Warner Brothers screening, which
you saw Furiosa.
So Furiosa in the Hudson screening room. And it was a great screening room.
So really?
The sound was awesome.
So was it like one of the screening rooms here, like the Beverly, like the smaller ones that we go to? Or
better though, yeah. But this was inside of
it's not a public.
No, you have to like sign into it. It's a Warner Brothers thing, but it's like it's like a really nice theater with great surround sound and everything to it. It was very similar to critic screenings here with the critic conversations that you hear, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
same both places.
Same both places. But so
Did you know any of them?
Not there. Not there. I know that Josh
Harloff. Are you gonna be networking with these people?
I don't know about those particular people, but I mean, I'm sure there'd be some people for sure. I mean, like Josh Harwitz goes to these things, and he and I become pretty close lately. So
he's cool.
Yeah, he's great. He's a really, really hard worker. Really, I love Josh. He's become a good friend. Anyway,
who would have known it would have been Finstock?
Yeah, God, Finstock.
I haven't seen him since he came on the show. I haven't seen or spoken to him or heard from him since he came
he's
on
on
the
a
show.
golf course right now.
There's no world that he is such a place in my heart.
Of course, he's a super.
But of course you think that
him and Big Balls.
I have to on the daily argue with women about why I love him, like all the time on the internet.
People don't
not
get it.
anymore, but back in the day.
Back in the day for sure. Like people don't get it. It was like that. That's why the Schmoes show kind of peaked when it did. And then when everything else, it was like there was only so long that Finstock could last in the form that he was in, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's the goal as far as the guests and as far as setting up the.
Well, you didn't
studio.
really speak about guests as much.
Well, I mean, I think that when it comes to we had just had Thomas Jane on the show.
Cool.
He's big UFO,
cool.
UAP guy. So we had him on. That was virtual. So I'll do virtual with like celebrity guests for sure.
Have you been talking to people about your celebrity guest plans?
Well, the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a booker. We have a talent booker.
You told
them. We told them that. So they've been looking at some stuff. We might actually get Anthony Michael Hall, which I thought was interesting.
So cool.
Yeah, that's a really good one. We're waiting for that one.
That'd be so cool.
We're waiting for that one. So that's an interesting one. There's been a lot of great suggestions as far as those guests. And then
when you say we, do you mean you?
What? I mean the whole us. We're all of us.
Yeah.
You're part of this.
I'm we.
You're we. And I think that I don't want you to call me. You say, and I know it comes from a place of respect.
Oh my God, Greg
What?
said this to me too.
What?
Boss.
Yeah.
You hate it. What's up with you guys?
I just because I'm.
Well,
I'm
you
not.
are my friend.
Yes.
And also, when I have to come to work, you are my boss. And if you tell me I can't come, I can't come.
I well. Come on, Roxy. What are we doing?
Remember my entire slogan was, "Can I come?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but after you fucked me, I mean, come on.
Come on.
Do you know who fucked me? You fucked me.
But not the guy that you slid into the DMs.
Nope.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Nor did anybody else ever for years. So
I know. I don't know.
How crazy is my life?
Well, that's a choice.
Don't you guys think it's fucked up that you guys have more sex than I do? Come on, that's fucked up.
No.
Oh,
Because
okay.
well, first of all, even
I think
if
so.
the fact you mean as far as how we look, yeah, sure.
No,
but
I mean as far as the fact that
No, we get what
I
you, get what you're saying, Roxy.
feel like I'm in my prime, man.
I understand. Yes.
What- how old are you?
But the difference is this.
32.
Yeah.
Now rephrase that question. Now, don't you think that you guys at any time you want and any time I want could have sex and you're the ones that get? That's not what's happening. here. Yeah, if you wanted to.
Wait, what was I actually just coming after you for?
I don't remember anymore.
You come.
Yeah.
Oh, calling him boss.
Oh yeah, boss. Yeah, it's just
because if I say, do we have work tomorrow?
Right.
And you say no, then you're the boss.
yeah. I
And
understand.
you're the one man
but
band.
I mean, I
he-
understand.
But
And-
Greg
and
just had the same talk with me.
I had it, but I even had it at Schmodown, even more so when it was probably more.
I empathize with you guys
Yeah.
because I think you're in a very tough
Yeah.
position.
Well, Sturger used to, and I know it came from a place of respect. I know it did. Like Sturger would say, "Hey, boss," and I'd be like, "I don't like it."
Not only does it come from a
No,
place,
he was like, "Call me daddy."
That definitely wasn't said. Yeah, definitely.
Because he's
wasn't.
a father.
Yeah. But to answer your question, that was just something that I was just like, I just, and RB3 would do it, and other people. I just never liked it.
what do you feel like?
I understand that it's like,
Because I know you also always hated family. All right, let me explain.
That wasn't me.
No, that was you.
that was Fernandez.
Really?
That was not me.
You told me that he hated that?
That was not me. I never said that.
Now that you're saying this, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're
That wasn't
absolutely
me.
right. Yeah, he hated that.
He did not like when he's like, we're not a family, we're employers. You can't look at it that way. I understood his perspective on it. I actually felt opposite of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I understood where he was coming from.
Okay, so family over boss.
Yeah, I mean, if it was
How
like
about fam? Sup, fam?
no, I wouldn't do that.
Like when I got here today, if I had been like, you've been like, hi, and I'd been like, what's up, fam?
Nah, it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work for you.
But you wouldn't have thought I was mad.
No.
Mm.
No.
So.
But you didn't call me boss when you showed up.
Yeah.
No, I never call you boss.
No.
You are my boss.
Okay, anyway, so what else? You got
I
anything
mumble
else?
to myself, "You're not the boss of me."
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
when he asked me.
Yeah,
to do
a lot
things.
of times. Yeah, that which is fair.
Boss of
You're not
me.
the boss.
Do you call him boss?
No.
To like behind.
No,
his-
there's been times like I remember like little like things like, "Hey, I didn't, I don't want to, it's okay because I didn't tell you this, but you can't downplay blah 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 or something like that."
Right,
right.
And
I
I'd
don't know
walk
what you're
away
talking
from
about.
there. No, he would say something that to me, and I'd go like,
Wait, say.
So like if we were on the air or if there was something that said like I would
make fun of something that he wouldn't want me to.
so
As a
something-
friend?
Yeah,
And you're like,
I think
but
it's more.
I'm-
You know what it was? I would like to be looked upon as the producer of the show. I think that's the answer.
Is
more
the
so
producer
is a producer of
not
whatever
the
show they're on.
boss?
Yeah, because like when I give a note on the show, it's because I'm trying for the best part of like the show itself. So if I say to Brett, hey, when you do that particular thing, it just kind of maybe it devalues what you're trying to do, and he can also say, screw you. I wanted to try
I'd
to
say,
do that.
note taken, you're not the boss.
Right, exactly, 100%. So that's more so. Than that.
It's weird. Not that I'm the boss of that many people, but I am the boss
yeah,
of some
AfterBuzz, yeah.
people. Yeah, afterwards, and also like for World
Dupe
Girls, we've
Leaper.
employed people, and like Evan Bushkar, who I'm fucking obsessed
nice.
with.
Gold-
He's
gold
still
leader.
our editor. We use him every month.
He's
We're
the best.
obsessed with
Yeah,
him.
he's great.
And I'm his boss.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it. I don't know.
I'm not his only boss.
I think
but
it's just the label of it. It's like I don't want to be. I mean, I understand it, but anyway. Any other questions, or you're good?
no, I have like 1,000.
So keep going, girl.
So, like, when you guys get there, are you getting there before your fam, or you guys?
No,
are
we're
getting
going.
there
No, that was already
together?
that already happened. So when Brett and I left, and we got there on like a Tuesday night, and we started. Well, no, I don't think we started working on Wednesday. We went by the studio for a second. but
Yeah,
then we went
kind of
into-
checked it out.
Then we went
got a
into
lay
the
of the
city.
land.
We went into the city, and then we just started. And we did like 87 trips to Home Depot. All these different things. So and then like I said, to get it to where it was 50%. So when my family does come back with me, and the dog's coming on the plane, freaking like the kids, and then we have to wait for the moving truck,
which is coming after you.
We hope that it comes like the day after we get there. That's the goal.
And then there's no furniture in the house when the girls get there, and you guys
air mattresses, same shtick that we had to go through with.
There's that one chair.
It's that one.
We
chair.
took turns sitting
in that one, and then so it's bare bones.
What are the conversations with the girls right now?
They're loving it. Yeah, they're ready to go. I mean, the 12-year-old is ready to go. The 6.5-year-old is excited, but I don't think I think she's going to be the one that's hit the hardest.
Why do you say that?
She loves her friends. She loves her little friends that she's got too. I mean, eventually she won't remember them.
Yeah,
but,
that's the best part.
Yeah, she won't remember them. But right now, she does.
How often are you going to be back here?
Well, you want to hear something hilarious? I can talk about this. I haven't talked about this at air at all. To bring up.
You just booked something?
Yeah. So when I was
were you not going to be the boss?
I'm definitely not going to be the boss.
Yeah.
So I went in at one point. I think I told you this, Roxy, that TMZ reached out. Did I tell you this?
No.
TMZ, strangely enough, they reached out and to my wife, which is what it's TMZ, a producer, and I go, I don't know if this is real. So I called Ryan Satin.
Okay.
And I said, is this person real? And he said, yeah, that person's real. So I went in and I hate the Hollywood douchey thing, but I had my agent basically find this thing out and do the
yes,
but
that's not.
I don't like saying my agent, but anyway,
hates boss, hates agent.
But he did, and he found out. Yeah, they want you to go in, and I wasn't going to go, and I was convinced go in. It's good exposure, and I went in, and and it was essentially I don't know how much I can talk about what it is, but it was like a pilot.
Okay.
I will say. And I sat down there with Harvey and other people too, and had and it was great. Harvey came up to me afterwards and was like, "You did a really good job." And then I got a phone call when we were in New York, and they wanted me for the show. And don't high five yet, because there was a lot of different reasons why. It would have to be a day. I'd have to fly to New York, fly right back here.
Yep.
Financially right now it doesn't make sense.
They said you would have to he would have to take you on board with him. He was not cool with that. He wanted to fly solo.
Take you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good one. You turned it down.
I had not because I think the show is going to do very well. It's awesome. It's just I'm not in the position where I could do it right now, and I absolutely.
Were you crushed?
I was bummed because I actually really liked the crew that I was auditioning with. I thought Harvey was great. I thought that I think the show is going to be popular, but it just does not make sense for me right now for where I am. If I was 10 or 15 years younger, and if I was when I was auditioning with stuff with Ellis, and I lived here, heartbeat.
Did you know any of the other people involved?
No, but it was hilarious because it was that they gave these show notes beforehand what we were going to talk about, and they referenced my show in the notes as one of the people who YouTuber Kristian Harloff says this about it, which was hilarious when I was in the reading the notes. Say, hey, that's me.
About what? About the topic?
Yeah, I'll tell you off air what it's about, because I don't want to blow up their spot if they aren't giving this information out yet. But it was
crazy.
Yeah, I was bummed. But I understood why they couldn't do what we were asking, but I can't do it. I'd have to leave my family for a month after moving them to, New York a day later.
This is not a helpful question anyway, but did any part of that make you second guess your move?
No. Nah.
You feel set in it?
Yeah, no. That's what happens, right? It's like
the universe tests you and you make choices.
For sure. So no, I mean, it would have been nice, and I hope, and you'll see the show when it comes out, and it'll be popular. It'll be popular.
Wow, I wonder who they're going to use.
Probably some of the people that were in the room with me. They were all awesome. They were great. So, but anyway.
Wow, that's crazy, Kristian.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what can you do? So what's
I can't believe they called your wife. Did you ever figure that part out?
Yeah, they just did their research to try to find. I don't know how they did, but they in the way that they it's TMZ what they do and what they look. So,
what are you looking forward to most?
The new studio for sure.
Because you think it will allow you to do what that this studio
No
doesn't.
birds shitting on record players.
Oh.
That's good. No birds coming in here. No squirrels. Having the actual studio itself, an office space that I like being.
It's nicer.
Oh yeah, the studio. You'll come visit.
But I want to hear.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, Brett. Let's have Brett tell about the studio.
It's a studio, man.
Yeah.
No, it's really it's you come into like an actual building, and then within there it's very quiet. Like all the other tenants are really not making much racket or whatever, which is nice. And it's
Are they gonna hate you?
AC that is
Only when Sarah's on.
yeah
That's the only.
He
time.
already tested out.
He already tested it out. Yeah. What was funny is
They
that
said something about him.
no, they didn't say anything. But what was funny was that I don't think that they realized yet that we were there like to be tenants because we share an air conditioning with the top floor, and it got hot because of the lights and everything too. So it was like on a Friday, and I turned it up, and I walked out, and it was a nice woman who walks past in the hallway, and she walks over and she just turns the air conditioner off, right? And I hear her say to
What part of her was a nice woman?
She was, you could tell she was nice. She wasn't looking at me going,
Yeah.
She was just turning it off because then she turns, and the woman who she works with goes, "Are you turning it off now?" She's like, "Yeah, I just don't want it to get cold here over the weekend." And I'm like, "We're still in here."
Yeah, and we will be here all
we'll be here all
weekend.
weekend. But I really
What'd
don't.
you do? Go over, turn it back on.
Yeah, when she left, I turned it back on. But I don't think she realized that because these are people who are there all of the time, and they don't know if we're there working on stuff, what we're doing there. They don't know if we're the clients or not, or we're tenants or not. So I just thought it was pretty funny.
What are you allowed to do? You're allowed to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you want.
My space.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's great. So
it's like a whole different. Is your family gonna come visit you there?
Yeah, I mean, we'll be. I mean, it's. I'm gonna put the Dragon's Lair and the Star Wars game in the lobby portion of it.
You're bringing all of this.
I know. Yeah, I'm bringing. I mean, not all of it, but a
Do
lot
you
of
have
that's
your
what we're
little
doing.
Marcel?
Yes, I do.
Right behind you.
Yeah. So I hate that you asked me that. I hate that you asked me.
Because you were
going
gonna give it to me?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
I was, and I hate that you asked me that.
Oh,
I take it back.
Because that's why I put it there.
Put it where?
It's back there. It's in the box because I was gonna. Now I have to do it. Now might as well. Stupid. I was gonna give this to you.
You
there,
were not.
look at that.
Yes, that's why I said.
Why did you know that I wanted this?
Because you love Marcel.
Have I said this to you 50
Oh,
times?
Yeah. When we were packing it up, I said I'm gonna give this to Roxy.
I hate that I asked you too. That would have been so much better.
There's
so
even
much better.
you got the
I'm
quarter
so
too?
happy. I've wanted this for so long.
I know. And I literally said,
Start again.
Let's try again.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
try
Roxy.
again,
Let's
try
try
again,
this.
try
So, multiverse.
Yeah.
Wait, do it next week.
That's no, because I'll forget.
Do it next week.
We're not doing a show next week.
That's cool.
Perfect. All right. So should we do TV stuff, or do you want to ask any more questions? Do you have anything else? Or are you good?
Brett, did I miss something? Like, is there something that you saw in New York that you're like, oh, she should know this?
No, not at all. Like, I mean, I think your concerns with like doing remote shows and stuff like that. Like, I researched a lot of things, like I said, to get him to be able to switch the cameras. Reasons that would not annoy him, because like StreamYards, I know he didn't want to do it that way.
And now I can do it, but now I can do it through StreamYard.
Yeah,
Bring up the and
because you
not be
liked
annoyed.
Video Ninja, but there was issues with it that you weren't.
My
too
problems with StreamYard were the same set freaking shot that you can't change, the sound issues with it, and those are my main things. And I can literally do, if I set up my shot, I can do and it doesn't distort the quality because I'm doing it through OBS. Like StreamYard distorts the quality of your shot. So if this is my shot now, that's what my shot will look like on StreamYard through OBS, and I can make sure that we just fuss with your guys' shot, and we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with you two in studio together or not, right? We're still working on that.
Figure it out.
Okay. So, yeah. So
I just don't know why you're moving to Manhattan.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit, I doxed him.
Oh, haha. Stand up. I asked you about this a little bit last time.
Oh, yeah, but it didn't make it.
You said that there's a school that you, or a local place, no,
club.
local club.
Yeah. There's a club that
Club.
there's a club that's local that we're probably going to do a show, and ideally I would love to do it when you're out there in July. I just don't know if we can get it done in time. Probably maybe work on it towards October.
But what's your stand-up thoughts? Like, you want to do that and stay there? Or are you going to try to be going in the city? Or is
if
this
I'm going to
big
do it,
show
well,
here, the last?
no. The last big one that we'll do in LA for a while. But I think that stand-up can't be something with everything you just asked me 10 minutes ago about all the stuff that I'm going to be doing with 5 shows. I can't half-ass pursuing stand-up. Like if yeah, okay, Brett.
Oh, I was just remembered something, and I don't want to forget. We were going to get coffee, and this was maybe the first or second day there, and somebody goes, "I just illegally parked. Are you Kristian Harloff?"
Right.
And wanted a picture. He goes, "Yeah, I used to watch."
Oh yeah. And I said, and it was fun. Super nice guy.
Yeah, really
super nice guy. But afterwards, because he kept mentioning I used to watch. He probably said it like 15 times.
Oh my God.
Didn't point out that I was. So he's like hasn't seen.
I said he hasn't watched. He probably watched like with Ellis and I like in the first, because he didn't know who you were, and if he didn't know who you were, then he hasn't watched in a long time. And I was like, that's totally cool. It was a super sweet guy. Parked the car to come say hello, but I was
people eating or kind of looking over like what's going on?
Because where we were is that's kind of, it's not like
it's so different there.
So different.
When I was back east and I went to this place called Mike's Pastries, which if you've ever been to Boston, it's the best pastry place in the world. It's in the North End. Boston people fight if it's modern Mike's or Bova. I'm a Mike's girl. Anyway, I'm standing in line at Mike's, long line. I'm with my little sister, and this woman says, "Are you Roxy Stryer from Live at the Roxy?" Which is so funny because that, like I do that for my people, but that's not like the thing that I promote. And my sister just started crying.
Oh.
She was so fucking, because she, like, out here we see that all the time or get it more, but like back home. And everybody in line is looking at me like, is this girl somebody? Who is it? I was supposed to recognize her because like never happens.
Right.
And my sister's like crying as this person said it. I was like, that's amazing.
So, but that was a funny moment. But what were we saying like leading up to that? What did you say?
I don't know, Brett. You were talking about something, and then Brett said, "I don't want to forget."
Stand up.
Oh yeah.
And I think that what it'll be is that in October, if for Comic-Con, because Ellis always does a show out there, I'll probably definitely do his show. If he'll have me, and I think he said that he wanted me to.
In
the New York Comedy Club,
I came.
Yeah, you did. So we'll do that, and then what I might try to do because of that time period, is I might try to put a comedy show together in that other place that I'm thinking, and then have Ellis. I'm sure Ken will be there, and maybe Brett
in New York.
Yeah.
Is Ken the person thinking of moving to New York?
No, for Comic-Con. He usually always goes. He usually goes with
Grace.
Ellis. Well, Grace. I mean, I'm sure she'll be, but he usually goes with Ellis all the time. So, anything else?
No,
nothing for now. All right. Now, before we get moving, guess what, guys? You ever see the movie Marcel the Shell?
What?
That's right.
I love it. It was my favorite movie.
Roxy loved it. And Roxy, I have a gift for you. I know how much you love this. This is for you.
I've wanted this for so long.
I know. Well, that's for you. That's for that is going to be.
I'm so excited.
So now you know. Every time you look at it and you realize, why am I not on the show anymore? You can look at that.
I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to keep this on my desk. It's heavy.
Yeah, he used to hang out in the background.
Feel this?
Oh no, I opened it up when I first looked at it, and I added the quarter to it because I think I found it on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, he used to hang out.
You're giving me a quarter.
I know. Yeah, you get the quarter also.
Little cane or something? Or no, you're supposed to put a matchbook in there. I think you're supposed to add pieces to it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, you guys are together, and that was going to be my initial answer for you. Is I thought you would have dated Marcel the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
Inside you'll find. Oh, this is so cool.
Okay, well, there you go, Roxy.
A long thing object like a match cotton swabber. Okay, there's things that are missing, but this is the only thing that matters.
No, you have to add them. That's the thing. It didn't come with them.
No, inside you will find components for
compartments for.
Compartments.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing. Here's what really fucking pissed me off.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
When I was like, I thought the sound thing, the sound thing. And then when I was wrong. And everybody was like, not everybody, a couple people. Classic fucking broad, never admitting when she's wrong.
Ooh.
And it was like, I clearly admitted I was wrong.
Right.
So I was wrong just now. I said compartments.
That's okay.
I admit when I'm wrong.
We forgive you. All right. Let's get to some TV stuff, and then we'll call it a day. All right, Roxy, start it up.
You're watching Tires?
No.
Oh, all right.
I'm watching one show right now, and I've told you about it.
Brett, this is for you.
I've seen a preview.
This is for you. This show's so stupid, and it's on Netflix, and the episodes are like 5 minutes. No, they're like 20 minutes, and there's 6 of them, and it's like a dumb bro humor show about these comedians, real life comedians, but on the show they're the actors, and they run a tire shop or oil changing shop, a mechanic place. And
we got there.
It's a I still don't think I did get there. What's a mechanic shop?
They're mechanics. They work on cars.
They do oil and tires.
Yeah, mechanics.
Okay. And it's
Car repair
one
shop.
location.
Okay.
And it's
That's
just
it.
that, and it's like
Simple.
6 actors in one location. People come in and they make like dumb sex bro jokes.
It's stupid.
It's so stupid. I watched it in one sitting because I was like, this is so fun. They probably spent 2 cents on this. I like all these comedians. It's an easy watch. I don't recommend it to you, Kristian, only because I can't get you to watch as many shows. Yeah. So, like, I'm going to save the recommendations for you. But, Brett, you watch a ton. This is an easy no-brainer for you.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so everybody kept telling me I needed to watch Ripley. You guys have been hearing about this show for a minute on Netflix, a black and white show about this vagabond who is sent by rich guy's parents to go bring him back from Italy.
Okay.
And
don't love it.
no, it's really well done. This show takes itself very seriously.
Okay. Too seriously?
It's like it's in black and white.
Okay.
And it is like in half in Italian, and it's like it just takes it doesn't make there's not one joke 1 second ever no levity at all.
Okay.
I'm liking it, but I'm like
it's intense.
It's intense. It's an intense show for sure. I put Abbott Elementary on my list because it just had its series finale, and I haven't talked about it in a little bit.
Series finale or season?
Sorry, season finale. Season finale. Season 3 are we on? And this is my favorite network sitcom that is on right now, and it is like just so worth people's time. I am loving what they're doing with the ships. I'm loving the guest stars they've started to have on. You know, this season we had like Bradley Cooper made an appearance. A lot of like Philly people are popping in, sports and stuff. It's been cool, and I love the show. It makes me legitimately laugh out loud every single episode. Really good, and it's a good time to binge it because they just had their season finale. Hacks is excellent this season. This show, like my Grammy asked me for one show recommendation for right now, and I was like, this is a knockout for you. Not just because you have to be older to like it, but because there's not many shows that are centered around, like Jean Smart is in the second half of her career. She's really trying to make a comeback. Not the actress, the character. Yeah. And this show is funny. It's poignant. It's like about, can you teach an old dog new tricks? How should older comedians be dealing with trans issues, queer issues? Like, how do they talk about things when they've been talking about things one way for so long? What's appropriate to tell as a joke anymore? But it does it in a really entertaining way. Love Hacks.
Okay.
Have you heard about the Ashley Madison doc?
Not
Obviously,
the doc.
Scandal,
I know.
of course.
No, I remember. I mean, like Howard Stern used to advertise this all the time back in the day.
Oh, you don't know the scandal. You only know the website.
No, yeah. I don't know the website.
Ashley Madison had like the biggest data breach in all time of all the sites where millions and millions of people's information got leaked for being on the site, and it ruined like millions of marriages.
I'm sure.
And so this is the doc about the leak and about the site and the leak and where it is now. And it was a fascinating doc. You guys know I find these docs that I just become obsessed with. What comedian just did a joke that I saw that was like, there's nobody more dangerous than a person who's just watched a documentary. It was like, all I want to talk to about people is like, do you guys see about the Ashley Madison thing? Yeah. And then I did exactly what the show recommended that I don't do, which is go to the leaks and start typing in random married people I know to see. If, like,
oh, wow.
They're on there, and like the show is saying, don't do that. Don't be a nosy buddy. Don't try to ruin people's lives. And immediately I typed in my dad. I typed in my uncles. Nobody I knew was on there. I was like, whoo, baby. But like, that's what I started doing.
Did you put us in there?
I didn't put you guys in there.
Okay.
Why were you in there?
No.
Yeah, every day.
Were you?
No,
So,
I mean, like,
I would figure if I was in there,
I would have said something about it. Yeah, but the reason I didn't start going crazy is I also started to think like there's a lot of people who've denied it, and none of the emails or names are verified. So like, I'm not saying Hunter Biden wasn't actually in there, but Hunter Biden's name's in there, and he's claimed he hasn't been in there. And there are people who have claimed like tooth and nail, like Snooki's husband and stuff, and they're like, I never did that. Like a lot of people signed up with fake names and fake people's names and whatever it is. So it's like it's not a sure thing. But I'll type.
Why would you sign up with your real name? That's the question.
Because they said that was what the doc is about.
Yeah.
On the front page, it says 100% secret, whatever. And they had just made their own little Photoshop images. Like they hadn't actually gone through any security at all. It was like the least secure website ever.
Morally, how do you feel about that company that it existed?
What I think was morally the bigger qualm was like the people running it, the person running it was a guy who was married who claimed he was faithful to his wife and that this was to help people's marriages. That's all a crock of shit, right? Like, how are we going to be as a society just justifying cheating, infidelity?
Right.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I always thought it was an icky
I always thought
company.
it was an icky. Yeah, I couldn't believe that it was real.
Especially because also, like, you would like to think that the best people you know who have had affairs, they were not premeditated. You would like to think, like, and still, it doesn't make it right, but, like, people just, like, got so caught up in some moment or some person. They met a person, they couldn't stop thinking about whatever. Doesn't make it right at all. But, like, to sign up for a website to cheat on purpose, get a divorce.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a divorce because you're trying to cheat. Like you are going out of your way to cheat on somebody. But the doc also reveals half the people that were on there were bots, like not the men, the women, because they kept saying come and like these women would be there and talking to them like, oh, hey, hottie, whatever. And they're bots.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, so that one's on
so
Netflix.
Good. Yeah. 3 parts. I just haven't seen you in a minute, so I haven't talked to you about Bridgerton. The first half of the season came back. It's smoking hot. It is smoking hot. I mean,
stuff. That guy's not smoking hot, though.
I got to tell you, he's an absolute smoke show. This picture is not doing him justice.
Terrible picture.
But this is the couple of the season. They've been besties. I can't tell you guys how much this is something to watch with your wives.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I thought the first one was like the most played out storyline, and I really did not enjoy it.
No?
But how was it afterwards with your wife?
I don't know. I think I just checked out and went to sleep because I just was like, oh, God, I've seen
That's
this
crazy
so many.
of you. Watch it.
So, look, it's hard for me to find things to watch with my wife.
Yeah.
But I did it.
Oh.
And I found it with Dark Matter. And we are now, I mean, we actually have Roxy beat. There's 5 episodes up right now. We are 4 episodes into this thing.
I'll catch up way faster.
You probably will. But we'll probably be caught up because I think the new one just debuted on Wednesday. Oh, today or yesterday. I don't know. One of the two. Anyway, I love this show. It's right up my alley. Do you know what it's about, Roxy?
No, I told you I thought it was his Dark Materials.
Do you want to know kind of what it's about?
Don't tell me.
Nothing.
It's a sci-fi. What time period?
Current day.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, then I don't want to know anything else about it.
Do you want to know, Brett? Anything?
No, let's all
All right.
keep it.
So you should watch it all.
secret.
Do you have
I was looking
Apple?
to see if you got all my shows, and you did. It felt like you didn't have all my shows.
Don't be embarrassed.
Hey.
All right.
All right.
So Roxy's in a much better mood now.
Yeah.
So.
Do I see them the same as when I walked in, or no? No, be honest with me.
Oh, I think so. I didn't see any. Well.
Okay.
We're leaving every bit of that in here.
And did you do this on purpose? These are so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
That one little curl.
Little curl
that's
outwards,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll have to call Adam Ray.
He was cute.
Yeah.
Are you on Ashley Madison?
Do you know who? Do you know? I'll just give you this
Just
one
let
little
that
tidbit
one
before I
slip
go.
Yeah.
Do you know how I'm a conservator to a woman?
Well, yeah.
Do you guys know I'm a conservator to somebody? No.
Oh yeah. Meaning, well, you take care of your grandparents and then other people.
There's a woman that I'm the conservator to.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there's a woman I'm a conservator to. Love her. She's amazing. She's in her 80s. She called me and was like, "Can I set you up with somebody?"
Oh,
nice.
That'll never go well.
She like had me go over and like look at like printed photos.
He's young. He's 65 years old.
Printed photos, and I was like, "That's where I'm at right now. I love you."
Are you going out with him or no?
I told her yes. He's really cute, but he doesn't live here, and that's You guys know
I told you I was going to set you up with that one person, and then you said no because you suggested him to Steph.
Yeah, that's trash of you.
But I had
If
him both.
somebody's right for Steph, they're not right for me.
But we don't know if that was the case. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
But like
you were seeing
for
someone
the
at the
same
time.
reason I didn't say
You were dating
I didn't say you should be with Clark because I would never recommend that.
You're giving men way too much credit.
Yeah. Do you remember my friend Eric? Phil.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
His name is both Eric and Phil.
No, we used to call him Phil, but his name's Eric.
Mark Ellis responded to me.
Oh, what did he say?
Okay, let's see.
Kristian didn't go like, well, let's see, Steph likes this type of man. I think this would be. No, it's just like, hey, that guy's single and he's nice.
Right. That's how it sold out.
He said, damn it, Roxy, damn it. No vaping. Remember when he called?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Meet me outside pre-show, and you can at least hang in the green room. Tickets are completely sold out.
Yeah.
Wow. But in the green room, will I be able to hear you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, there's that.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like a curtain.
You might be able to sneak in. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put the bench on the stage, and you can watch it from the stage.
Yeah.
So you should text him in the middle of the show right before we
stand up in the back.
Right before we end the show, you should go ahead and text right now as opposed to just waiting.
I bumped into
I just read
Chili.
I can't believe it. You told me to read it. What am I supposed to respond?
Read it. Yeah, no, you can respond later. All right, you guys respond.
I saved you from getting dogs.
I have to finish what I said. In case
yeah.
I bumped into Chili from TLC in the belly room once.
Did you?
Yeah, she's a little teeny.
Did you not just hear him say, I bumped into Chili?
I had to clarify that.
All right, everybody. So that is what we're talking about here today. It's over and done with. It's the show. So we talked a lot about New York. I hope you got a lot of people have been asking about it, so we figured this one was for you guys. Everybody's asking about it. So we figured we'd have this kind of show for you guys today. So make sure you put your comments in there, any questions, any things that you might have, and maybe Roxy can ask some of those questions because she always goes through the comments. So you can ask more questions, and then she'll answer them, or she'll ask them next week. So thanks for joining us here today. Roxy, where can they find you?
Everywhere at Roxy Stryer.
Brett, what's going on with the channel?
What channel?
Above TV.
Above TV, just still doing. We're working on some stuff. Yeah,
it is. I never met anybody that is harder to plug stuff.
Well, the problem they're doing
you said above board TV. He said, well, yeah, we're working on stuff.
Listen, it's partially also. Let me explain something. It's partially also a production company that we're trying to build out to make money to do. The YouTube thing is a fun part of it,
right?
But I've been laser focused on building out the studio. So they're
crushing it. It's so good over there. So make sure you guys, if you do check it out, and then give Brett some love too. Who's been helping out. What we did see, what you've seen in the studio thus far. You're going to see even more once he's done with it in July. So thanks to you guys. If you can, you want to support, you're like, hey, you know you're moving to New York and want to support the show, get yourself something. Get yourself something. One of those sponsors. That will help the show, I promise you. Thanks for joining us here today. Appreciate it. See you later. Bye.
Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble. Call an ambulance.
Daddy.